Sounds real? Sounds real?
Sounds real?
Sounds real.
I'm Jason,
And I'm Jack.
and we're back with another episode. This time,
Sounds real. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
this time we talk about Venom Inc.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I know you're
Yeah,
a big
I
time
was-
fan of Venom.
Yeah, I was really jazzed to see these guys. Unfortunately, I never saw Venom back in the day, but I'll take Venom Inc. I mean, hell, they were awesome. But before I get into Venom Inc. and talk about what they did, I want to talk a little bit about Enforced.
Whoa. Pump the brakes, buddy.
What happened? What's going on, man? What did I do?
First of all, before we even get to Enforce, let's talk about the opener
Oh,
that
sorry,
Rock
guys.
House put at the last minute.
Yes, sorry.
It was a covert operation trying to find an opener.
Yes, and they did.
It dealt with. Okay, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they had La Muerte. So I've never heard of these guys.
No.
I didn't know anything about them. So they played
They opened the show
at another venue, and then they were asked to do
to do the Venom Inc.
Venom Inc.
And what did you think of those guys?
Wow, I definitely like.
I liked them too.
I like them. I like them.
I liked them as well.
I like the image.
Yes, they do have a stage presence.
Yes.
They give kudos. I think it's kind of like a little tribute where they got that idea from Brujeria. I don't think that they would deny that, but it works for these guys. For the style of music, they do have that old school metal look to them, which I like. You know, very few bands are doing that anymore. So as far as their music, what'd you think?
I liked it.
I did too.
I really did like it. They've been around for a while. We talked to them, and
Yeah.
they've been around for a while. I didn't know that. They kind of took a hiatus, and they regrouped, and so they're coming back with a vengeance. I like the image. You know, it comes out with a mask and all this stuff. You gotta see.
You gotta see
You gotta
these
have
guys.
clips on Instagram. Really good stuff. You know, like he said. You know, in the vein of Brujeria style, even to the content.
The content, yeah.
Stuff they talk about is
I believe that most of their music, most of their lyrics are in Spanish,
yes.
if not all of them. If not all of them. And I believe they're from Mexico, right? I'm not sure though.
I'm not sure on that.
Yeah,
one.
we're not sure. We're not 100% sure. So I refrain. I'm not 100% sure on that, but nevertheless, yeah, they rocked it, man. They another band that set the tone for what we were gonna see, what we're gonna experience, and they did it very well.
Yeah, they did. They had
They're kind of like thrash,
an
and
older
death.
sound to them.
Yeah, I
I like
picked up
that.
a lot of that older thrash
Yes.
type of sound that they were trying to, that they're kind of doing. There was that groove metal. I don't know. I kind of heard some of that groove that's in there. That very similar to the Brujeria sound. Similar to early Sepultura, that type. So if you're into that, check them out. Definitely, and we're gonna follow them. So
Yeah, really good stuff. So now we can get into Enforced.
okay, so Enforced was the band that I was really, really hyped to see.
Yeah, you're excited.
Really hyped to see. In a weird way, even more so than Venom Inc. I had been listening to their stuff, and I was really getting into their stuff. Now, Enforced has that old school Bay Area thrash sound, and if I'm sure everyone knows what that sound is. So you're talking about early Metallica, you're talking about early Exodus, even Testament, and that type of sound. There's a lot of those chugging riffs and those breakdowns that use the chugging riff. However, there's a new take to it, so there's a little that death growl that he uses. But they remind me very, very much like what Power Trip was doing. You know, kind of meddling it, but with that really nice balance. So if you're into that old school thrash and you love that sound of the thrash, where that has that chugging, chunk, 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 chunk type of sound, you got to check out Enforced. And I'm sure they're going to become big pretty soon. Totally loved it. Totally loved it. I thought they could probably hold their own as a headliner, at least here in El Paso. I think everyone loved them. Yeah, so totally was into it. What do you think?
Well,
What's your thoughts on?
my thoughts on that,
I know you weren't into it first of all.
Yeah, I gotta admit,
you were sick.
I did hear.
It was all that demon semen.
It's all that demon semen, man. It was infectious. But no, so I did hear Enforced a little bit. I was not like as much as you did.
No, I was
You
spinning
took a
that.
deeper dive than I did. I was blown away. I was blown away.
Tight.
Just when they hit the stage, though, oh my God, they had so much energy that it was just flowing through the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Even some people were like, "Wow."
Yeah.
They never heard of them, and at the end of the show, it was a long line.
Yeah.
Merch.
So that's right. So as far as the merch lines, a lot of people were in the Acid Witch line, and Exhumed, and even the Venom Inc. and Force wasn't getting a lot of love.
No,
but
at the beginning,
after they played,
because it was so intense. The intensity of that show, just alone, I would just pay just to see that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Honest, that if I just paid the money
to go
and
see
just saw them, I would have been happy.
Me too.
Because that was so intense. The energy, the dynamics, everything that was just being pumped out was at full force, man.
Mm-hmm.
The singer can,
he can belt it, man.
And he's a beast.
Yeah.
All the musicians were just wow.
And so tight.
I definitely recommend you see Enforce. You're not going to be disappointed.
Yeah.
That is just, I would love to see them headline.
Oh yeah.
And I want to see more.
Yeah, me too.
So that was a really good show. And to me, they reminded me of Exodus.
They had
my
a lot
personal
of that,
opinion.
Yeah, early Exodus.
Yeah, I liked
early
it.
Exodus stuff off of Bonded by Blood, where they just was that chugging, that constant chugging of that.
Even riffs. Like was it Fabulous Disaster?
Yeah, okay, stuff off of there.
Yeah, really good album. So anyway, then moving forward, we had Acid Witch.
Acid Witch.
Oh yeah.
So I picked up their Evil Sound Screamers, and if you haven't heard Acid Witch, this album cover pretty much represents what you're going to hear. So if you look at that, take a good look at that.
Make sure you take the cover.
Oh yeah,
plastic.
let me take
You
that
got
out.
that glare.
So there you go.
There you go.
Evil Sound Screamers. So Acid Witch.
I think I saw him at the show too.
Yeah. So that pretty much sums up their sound. So let's move on to Exhumed. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. These guys, this is Halloween on vinyl. Pretty much. I mean, the spirit of Halloween, not the band or the spirit of Halloween on vinyl. Everything that's spooky about Halloween, everything that's fun about Halloween.
Yes, ghosts, goblins,
cauldron. The
witches,
the fantasy of Halloween.
Yes, I like this.
The scariness, and Acid Witch is that. I mean, Acid Witch is really cool. They are so much fun. They're coming out of Detroit. Now, I just wanted to say something before. I know I'm getting a little long-winded
no.
here. Because there used to be a band in the 80s called Halloween. Not Halloween, but Halloween. And they came out of Detroit. And their whole thing was, on playing on the theme of Halloween and pumpkins and ghouls
everything
and witches.
That's surrounded.
And their music was, very much at the time of the 80s. It was that 80s heavy metal. So a little that glam. It wasn't, brutal or anything like this. So I don't know if there's a connection. I don't know if they know. I'm sure they know about Halloween because they're from Detroit. So Acid Witch is from Detroit, to my knowledge, and they kind of carry that theme. It's a little bit darker into a more modern sounding music because they're kind of all over. It's kind of hard to pinpoint what their sound is like because they got elements of stoner, they got elements of doom, a little psychedelic in there, thrash, straight out heavy metal, and sprinkled with sound bites and some keyboard effects, you know, so scary music type of stuff. So anyway, I loved it, and they have a stage show too, and I guess the Acid Witch comes out, and
that's Acid Witch was the one I was excited to see.
Yes,
and really good show. You know, they came out with their theatrics. You know, they had someone dressed up going in the crowd,
passing out
gummy worms.
Yeah.
So it was really good, and
totally entertaining.
Yeah, they definitely had that Halloween theme going back around, the horror theme, and really good.
But good songs. Yeah. You know, the songs are really good. They're catchy songs. They're stuff that you want to listen to over and over. So it's not just a gimmick. It's really good stuff.
So their music is like a mixture of doom and stoner in there.
No, there's a lot of weird stuff.
Yeah, a lot of different elements.
Yeah, and there's some
progressive.
Yeah, some not hardcore, but some death metal in there. Yeah, so check them out, man.
A lot of prog in there too.
Yeah, they go into these weird little things.
Even reminiscent of Goblin. You guys know what Goblin is?
Yes.
So
we're not going to talk too much about Goblin because everyone should know what Goblin.
But yeah, there's a little bit of everything. 70s, all kinds of genres all mixed in, but it's done well.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
It's just like their cauldron. You know, they put all this.
Yeah, there you go. That's a great way. Yeah, that's right.
Awesome sound, which is Acid Witch. Yeah. So moving forward, we have Exhumed. Huh?
Okay, I'm gonna go first.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've known of Exhumed because they've been around forever. They're gore metal, or so they have elements of grindcore and heavy band. And this is probably the band that I was least excited to see. And I'll be honest, I was an idiot.
Yep, you're one of those at the show, after the show, in line.
I slept on this band for many, many years. I mean, like many years. Okay, it's not just like a band that came out just recently. And I figure, you have Cannibal Corpse. Why do you need Exhumed? Well, I went out, and I am now a huge fan of Exhumed. I picked up this album. It's their latest one. And yeah, wow, what a great album. What a great band. And I can't believe I slept on them. So, you can put stuff on the comments, call me an idiot, whatever. But yeah, they were awesome.
I kept telling Jack, you got to see Exhumed.
I was kind of like, meh. Yeah. And no offense to Exhumed, but, second-rate Cannibal Corpse. But no, they hold their own. Guitarist is fantastic. The guitars that they have now, holy smokes, man, that guy's a beast. That guy is a beast. And what they do with that sound is so much fun as well.
So much carnage, so much butchering on the stage.
They put another stage. They have a great live show. It's also fun. There's this guy comes out. I guess I don't know. He's a butcher. I guess.
Yeah, he's a butcher.
And there's a duel with the guitarist. And his
so
guitar cool. With
sparks. And all this.
Sparks are flying out. And there's blood thrown in the audience, and it's you gotta
you gotta see it. You gotta believe it.
Yeah. And then they got some really brutal stuff showing on the video in the back, like surgeries and stuff like that.
Surgeries and maybe some clips of some horror movies.
Yeah. So they are so much fun. I can't wait to see these guys again live.
And you will if you go to Cavalera.
Yes. So hopefully I'll buy a little bit more of their merch, have a little bit more cash flow on me to do such. And I'm not going to talk too much about their music because everyone should know who they are. So
me, Exhumed, my opinion, loved it. I mean, I don't even have to go into detail.
Yeah.
Just check them out. They're Exhumed.
They've
been around for so long. They got so many albums, and they really haven't deviated from their sound.
No,
they're just
no. They I think on this last album, what I heard, they are adding a little bit more of that. Well, no, I take it back. I'm talking on my
So next one, Venom Inc.
Venom Inc. Yeah. Okay. So I'll go first. I grew up with Venom. Okay, now
wow, you did?
Yeah, they took me in, and they had me in the basement for a long time with scraps. Anyway, no. So my heavy metal experience as a kid, Venom was one of the earliest bands that I had ever heard. I think we talked about it one time on one of the shows. They had this radio show thing on Sunday night, and the DJs would play, and Venom was one of the bands they played. And holy smokes, I hadn't heard anything like that. Closest thing was like maybe Motorhead, but now these guys are all satanic, whatever. So flash forward, never saw Venom live. I know there's a lot of haters of this band because there's a lot of drama between members and all that. And all I can tell you guys with that is like, well, just
To each his own.
Yeah, to each his own. Let that. If you want to have the Venom experience, and really it's Venom, and they play the old stuff. They sound like Venom, and they're. I mean it. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not gonna talk too much about their music because everyone should know who Venom are. But loved it.
Well,
I loved it.
As far as for myself,
That's when you were dying.
I never been
A Venom fan.
but I liked it. It was some really good songs. I liked the black and roll, right?
Black and roll. Yeah.
And really good show. I mean, I dug it.
Yeah. And like anyone that's skeptical, like saying, "Wow, it's not the real Venom." Oh my God, I'm so tired of all that stuff. Well, that's not the real Rad, or that's not the real Queensryche. And maybe there's some legit arguments.
That's not
sometimes.
the real Hanson family.
Yeah, come on,
So
yeah. But there's always that type of drama surrounded with certain bands because another singer splits and forms the same band and this and that, and
well, overall, they played a bunch of classics that I mean,
yeah,
Jack knows.
I knew every song that they played.
That's an old one.
As far as yeah, I even have like one of their latest albums, so I knew like the majority of what they played, except stuff off that new album, Forever. No, it's not Forever Black. That's Sarah's Uncle. Whatever the new album's called. So I haven't picked it up. Sorry guys, but anyway.
Yeah, so it was a good show, and they played for about an hour and 5.
Yeah, a little more than an hour.
Yeah, I think so. An hour and 15.
Yeah, I thought it was pushing more like an hour and a half, to be honest with you. But I don't know.
Well, they played a good. They
did a great set.
So definitely worth your money. It was an awesome show. Thumbs up. Every band on that bill.
Yeah, this was actually one of my favorite shows, by the way.
It's a really good show.
Yeah, one of my favorite shows of the year so far.
So, in conclusion, like always, press like, share, subscribe, all that really good stuff, and drop us comments. And sounds real.
Sounds real.
Danny?
And we're out.